morning, everybody. How we doing?
Good.
Good. Okay, so as we are finishing up To Kill a Mockingbird, I want us to look at some character traits. We have lots of different characters throughout the novel. You are going to focus on one character today. But before we look at those character traits, what I want you to do is to write down on one of your half sheets of paper that's on your desk, okay? 3 words that describe yourself, okay? And leave a little bit of room to write at the bottom. Don't make the words super big. But 3 words that you would use to describe yourself.
Just done one of them.
Just on one of them, yes. You'll use the other half sheet a little later. You don't have to.
Okay.
3 words. 3 words.
On one. Just one.
Take just 30 more seconds to write down your 3 words. Go ahead, can I get a couple hands to give me one of their 3 words? Keely. Social. Perfect. That's a good word. Sanji. Confident. I like it. One more. Misha.
Enthusiastic.
Yes, enthusiastic. Okay, so obviously we're using words that describe ourselves, so those are adjectives, right? Now, what if I told you that you had to provide evidence that you are these words? What would you say? Sanji, go ahead.
Every time we take a test, or I mean, like a big event, like sports, always still.
Okay, so you're calm when you have like something big coming up in your life, which means that you're confident. So I would say like that's probably an example of a time that you're confident, right? And I can say an example of a time where I am creative, right? Writing a novel, I have to like think of plots and characters and people and put them together in new ways that books haven't been written yet. So that would be one way that I'm creative. Just an example. You could also give like a reason that you are one of the words that you are. So maybe what would be a reason that you're social? Yeah, so maybe not like a specific example of like one time I was social at a party and I made a new friend, okay? But you could say like I just like people in general, I like to hang out with other people, I like to know them, I like to have friends, that sort of thing. So with this, we are going to make our own character project using some character trait words and using some other words that I'll share a bit up on the board. But go ahead and just on that same sheet of paper, just so that you can understand and I can see that you understand, write either a reason or an example of why you are just one of the words that you wrote down on your sheet. 30 seconds, finish up your thoughts. Everybody's done or close to being done. With a person sitting next to you, whether it's a partner or a group of three, share your word, and if you'd like to, share your example. Okay? Share your example or your reason, whichever one you give. Okay? Take 1 minute to do that, and then we're going to come back together. Matthew, what'd you write? Calm. Perfect. Yep. Gabriel, how about you? Yeah. Okay, so what's your reason? Yeah, that works. I won't call it. Alright, one person share their word and their reason. Somebody we haven't heard from yet. Nora, yeah, thank you. That works? Yes. Alright, thank you. So, taking this forward, what we're going to look at today for our learning targets that we wrote up on the board, I can cite several pieces of evidence to support an analysis of literary text. So, obviously, our literary text is going to be our To Kill a Mockingbird novel. We're going to analyze that, right? Like break down different quotes in that and really look at them in a deep way where we can use our logic and our reasoning. And we're going to be citing those quotes as evidence of why a character might exude like a certain character trait. So we'll do a couple as examples, and then you can analyze how an author develops and contrasts the points of view of character in a text. So, who is our narrator of the novel? Scout, okay? Even though we have only one narrator, whereas like you might read novels that have more than one narrator, we still get other people's points of view. And I wrote a pretty comprehensive list of characters that we know in the book and that we can judge who they are by things they say, what they do. So, Judge Taylor, Hecate, Walter Cunningham, Scout Jem, Atticus, Calpurnia, Miss Maudie, Boo Radley, Dill, Aunt Alexandra, Tom Robinson, Mr. Ewell, and Nala Ewell. Obviously, some of those characters we know a lot about, and some of them we know a little about. So, when we go to pick our characters, we'll try to do that fairly. For right now, since we've gone over, we see that like you can prove if you tell me that you're a motivated person, you can prove that to me, right? So in the same way, like we're going to take our characters, and in each of these different ways, we are going to show how they are these different character traits. This is what we're looking at. So with this, we can see that with the head, there are thoughts, quotes of things they say, conflicts they have with people. And for one hand, I wasn't going to draw hands because, my art skills. Relationships, on the other hand, for their heart, we have motivation, okay? Why they do the things that they do. Character traits, values for 1 foot, like something that you stand on, something that you think is important. And then growth and change over time, and that can be either an example of how a character grows over time, or how a character grows or changes over time, or how a character stays the same throughout the whole novel, because we have characters that do both. Okay? Questions right now on what I'm asking for the project?